You need a priest? Sorry, this shrine is closed on orders of the Umbra Legion. Oh, you were sent by the spirit caretaker of Radiance Reborn? Did those mana globes activate on your arrival? Oh my! You're are you? I had heard rumors from across the sea, but never believed a word. You know how soldiers are. Oh my! There's not a moment to lose. Come, follow me outside. I am Ezekiel the Lucent, and this is the city of Zotake Zangziun, the city of Sardonyx. How can I best help you? The Solar Ark? That's just a story. Well, never mind. Of course we can find it. We need to rally support for that endeavor by sending a signal to the city. The Mystic Colossus could be such a sign. However, the statue was taken to Deadleaf Tower by Zuska the Swirling Leaf. Can you recover it?
The Mystic Colossus. Yes. I had the Riptide Goliaths remove it from the plaza on orders of Warlord Baelor the Broken Fang. Even if you defeat me, you'll still be denied. May the shadow swallow you, Spellbinder.
The statue has been broken up into pieces, and Zuska has already fled. Take this part back to Ezekiel and hear his thoughts.
Broken into pieces? Those fiends! If Zuska used the Riptide Goliaths to move the Mystic Colossus, then they might know where the other two pieces are. They aren't very clever, but they can be aggressive. Do you think you can handle them? Question the Riptide Goliaths and find the remaining pieces of the Mystic Colossus!
Colossus taken to Lisa the Shipbreaker in Sea Tower.
You want the Mystic Colossus? Never! Ha ha ha! I'll shatter you like a boat tossed about in the maelstrom! It doesn't matter. I've hidden my piece of the Colossus on a giant sea bug, and soon it will be lost at sea.
You saw some giant sea bugs along the docks. Go check them. Nothing here. Aha! You found a second piece of the Mystic Colossus. However, you're pretty sure there's still one piece missing.
Well done, Spellbinder! How are we to find the last piece of the Mystic Colossus? Wait, Josette the Red Nail is a merchant who is a font of rumors. Josette is always in the marketplace. Ask her if she has heard anything about the Mystic Colossus, and if so, track it down.
You are a friend of Ezekiel's? Normally, for such news, I would insist you do me a favor, but it is for Ezekiel. Take this key to slip into the palace courtyard. It will also get you into the palace itself by the walking stick gate. I heard one of the ruling council took the statue piece. Zelda the Phantom Knight. She is the head of the hunters, so beware.
I am Zelda the Phantom Knight, head of the Hunters, and once a member of the ruling Troika. I was demoted recently to that of a common laborer, moving pieces of statuary. You might say I have some anger to work out. Take your prize and leave me in my shame. I have nothing left.
The third piece of the Mystic Colossus. That should be all of them.
By the stars, you've recovered all the pieces of the Colossus! You had to face Zelda the Phantom Knight? I'm impressed you defeated her, but this news of her demotion is not good at all. Spellbinder, rebuild the Mystic Colossus to let the denizens of Zatake Zengziyun know a new day is dawning. I'll watch from here.
It's nice of Ezekiel to watch you do the hard work and make sure it all goes smoothly. As with the Arcane Colossus in Bastion, you feel a core connection to the statue. The Mystic Colossus appears to be fully charged and now radiates great currents of magic.
Amazing! And all in Zatake Zengziyun rejoice! I just hope Warlord Baylor doesn't retaliate. You have done great deeds on both sides of the Starfall Sea. Your stories of the restoration of Bastion inspire me. You have not only rebuilt the Mystic Colossus, but infused it with mana. Enough so we can empower the ancient teleporter. Use the teleporter to return to Bastion and let Zaltana the Mirror Mask know where we stand. Zaltana may have insight on how we can inspire the people here to rise up against the Shadow Queen. Bring me her words.
Spellbinder, I grew worried about you. You have reopened the way to Sardonyx. Wonderful. I have not been back for many years. Because of that, it is hard for me to give you or Ezekiel any solid advice. And there is still much to do here. However, take Zerozinia the Death Song back with you. Her work here is finished, and she knows Sardonyx far better than I do.
I would be honored to accompany you, Spellbinder.
Who is this? Zarosinia of the Death Song. Your reputation precedes you.
Tell me, what is going on in Sardonyx, monk?
She's on our side, correct? It is easier to show you around than for me to explain it all. Spellbinder, can you take Zarosinia to see her family home?
We will take a quick tour through the city. I need to see what has changed. You can see the iron gates are closed. That is normal, but the troop concentration is very high. There is a peculiar feeling in the air. It tastes hot, acrid. The shadow is suffocating them. Zartekazang Sardonyx, if you prefer, has always been ruled equally by the Troika. One member is a representative of the Honorable Warrior Sisters, the Hunters, like myself. One is a leader of the savvy and well-traveled Trader Sisters, or merchants. And one is a male. If Zelda the Phantom Knight was demoted, as you said, this bodes ill. This area is taken up by estates of the old families, and...
Halt! You there! Warlord Baylor orders you to come with us, or you'll face our spears.
You have no idea who we are, do you? Let us move away quickly, before more guards come. This is my family estate. It is hard to be back here, after all I've seen in the world. Leave me be for a bit. Go back to Ezekiel, while I see what I can find out.
I'm sure much has changed for Zarosinia. And as a young nymph, she would have bought fully into the Shadow Queen's rule. But we must show all the people how much things have changed. To spread the message, we'll need help. Take these letters to my brother monks, Zed and Hosa. Tell them to light the mana fires outside their posts.
Greetings, Spellbinder. It is an honor to meet you. Let us light the mana fire together. Brother Zed's post is in the market.
The place has been ransacked, and there's no sign of Zed about. Best tell Ezekiel.
Zed's dead? Zed might not be dead, but his post has been ransacked and there was no sign of him. I knew Warlord Baylor might retaliate. Since you bested her, Zelda the Phantom Knight has been meditating in the market. She may be willing to talk about Zed.
You have already bested me once, Spellbinder. Must you shame me more this day? Brother Zed is gone, his post ruined. I had not heard this grim news. The Warlord's reach grows bolder with each passing hour. As I told you, I am no longer an insider, even more now with my humiliating failure. I can tell you nothing about Zed's fate. If I were you, I would seek out Nadeza the Spicier. She rules the merchants and sits on the council.
Should I know you, stranger? Brother Zed, is he supposed to have done something seditious? He isn't part of the anarchistic fifth column, is he? No. He should have many friends around the market. Let me give you a list of houses to check.
Brother Zed? No, I haven't seen him.
I don't see anything. I don't know anything. Please, leave.
Listen, I don't know anything about Zed. Who sent you? Please,
Don't let the sentry see you talking to me.
You are still looking into Zed's disappearance. You are tenacious, aren't you? After you sought me out, I made some inquiries. There are many strange and troubling stories flitting about Sardonyx. From what I gleaned, Brother Zed was seen in the Tower of Pale Beauty. That is a moth place, so I don't know what he's up to. I would stay out of the affairs of moths and mantises if I were you, stranger. But if you must continue looking, look there.
Spellbinder. The Shadow Queen warned us you'd be sniffing about. Warm blood. Hairless mouse. Antennaless freak.
I knew you'd be searching for this useless traitor, Zed. Prepare to be beaten and caged! Blinded by the light, I cannot escape the death spiral!
That was amazing, Spellbinder! Can you get me home? By the stars, I don't know how you knew where to find me, but I cannot thank you enough! You are allied with Ezekiel? Ezekiel sent you to find me? Please, let me see his message. Oh my! He thinks you are... Well then. Can you help light the mana flame? With luck, the symbol will inspire more and more mantises to rise against the Shadow Queen. Once that is done, can you find Odessa the Spice Seer and tell her what befell me with that dreadful moth, Dreppa Hooktip? I don't think Nadeza meant to betray me, nor do I think she fully realizes the depths of the Shadow Queen's evil. Besides, everyone deserves a second chance, eh?
Upon lighting the mana flame, you sense more and more mantises peering curiously at you. Few look openly, but you feel many eyes and antennae on you. They watch from behind windows and around corners.
You? I mean, I did not expect to see you again. You defeated Dreppa Hooktip and freed Zed? Is it wise to tell me this? Zed specifically told you to talk to me about the Monks of Lost Light, and the Fifth Column, and the Shadow Queen? The open air is no place for this kind of talk. Come inside. You seem wary, anxious. What do you think is going to happen here? I will make some tea and you will tell me what you need to. Tell me of where you come from, or what you saw on the far side of the Starfall Sea, or what you believe the Shadow Queen desires. Wait, what was that noise?
Traitors! Baylor say, come with us to jail and execution, or else we kill you now.
Foolish creature! I am Nadeza the Spice Seer, one of the ruling members of the Troika. I order you!
Silence! Baylor say, take you too! We tell Baylor, get you another time.
I cannot believe what just happened. This is impossible. Let us see what is happening on the street. Still quiet out here. Good. I was afraid there might be open fighting. I truly did not expect you to say anything that would have changed my mind or my allegiance, Spellbinder. But Warlord Baylor has turned me fully to your side. If Warlord Baylor has demoted Zelda and sought to imprison me, it makes sense he'll go for Zorak next. Zorak is the third member of the Troika Council. He is the representative of the Workers' Guild. Spellbinder, can you hurry over to Zorak's home and warn him?
You see the all too familiar signs of struggle. Was that a noise from inside?
Ha! Fleshling! We knew you put face in here. We lose, but still win. Zorak already at Troika Palace.
Zorak's been taken to the Troika Palace? This is dire news.
Tell us what you observed.
Warlord Baylor is moving quickly against any possible opposition to the Shadow Queen.
You set all of this in motion, didn't you, Spellbinder?
I'm not sure it matters, as Baylor and the Shadow Queen are showing their ruthlessness and paranoia. Spellbinder, will you go to the Troika Palace and try to rescue Zorak? This medallion will let you in through the patron gate. Once you find him, accompany him back here.
So, you are the so-called mighty Spellbinder I've heard so much about, is that right? Welcome to the Troika Palace. I am Zorak, the newly appointed despot of Zarteki Zangzian. The Troika has been disbanded, and I am the last Mantis standing. You, of course, may refer to me as the Lone Locust of the Apocalypse. Think of me when you look to the night sky. Last prayer, hunters! Break the Spellbinder, but refrain from delivering a fatal blow. When defeated, bring the prisoner to me. Warlord Baylor will want a prize for the Shadow Queen.
We have lost our way in the dark. Stars, guide us to a path of repentance.
You don't see Nadeza or Zelda, but there are telltale signs of fighting. Over there, a mantis appears to be signaling you.
Stranger, your friends, the council members, Nadeza the Spice Seer and Zelda the Phantom Knight, were attacked by Goliaths. They fought valiantly, but were overwhelmed and dragged off in chains.
This is bad. You should find Ezekiel and see what insight he has on the situation.
Spellbinder, this is catastrophic news. I don't have any idea what we should do now. Rescue Nadeza and Zelda. Of course, of course! Quick, fetch Zerozini of the Death Song and bring her back here. I'll feel better if you have some support.
I've seen lots of soldiers running around. What kind of nest have you kicked open this time, Spellbinder? Of course I will assist you. Lead on.
Good. Excellent. You found her. What do we do now? They could have taken Nadeza and Zelda to any number of grim prisons.
Do the hunters still use the Diabolica garrison as their planning center?
Why, yes, I believe so.
Simple then. We fight our way in and determine where they are holding our allies.
You discover a scroll on the top of the pile that looks freshly signed. You open it and read.
I, the newly appointed Despot Zorak, order the second column to round up any suspected traitors to the Shadow Queen. I have included a list of these seditious rebels of this so-called fifth column and other suspicious individuals. They should be treated as dangerous and imprisoned at once. Despot Zorak, on behalf of Warlord Baylor the Broken Fang.
Let me see the list. Half of the mantises of Sardonyx are named. They'll burn the city down to keep their hooks in it.
Fifth column rebels in the Diabolica garrison? That just makes it easier to cross you off my list.
Nadeza, the Spice Seer, and Zelda the Phantom Knight being held?
In the Troika dungeons, but they'll have company soon enough. My hunters have gone to round up everyone on that list.
We must rescue our allies, but if the second column is marching on the town, we must warn those we can, yes? Take Zerozini and warn the people.
We'll go as fast as we can.
Keep watch for the floating eyes of the Shadow Queen. If you smash any that you find, the troops may be slowed down.
The second column is looking for me. Thank you for the warning, stranger. The second column is looking for me. Thank you for the warning, stranger.
The second column is looking for me? Thank you for the warning, stranger.
You put yourself at risk to warn me? I will not forget this, Lightbringer.
People are talking.
Much better knowing we've raised the alarm across the city. You need to go into the Troika Palace and rescue the prisoners. However, they'll be watching the main gates.
It has been a long time, but I remember how to get in through the Soothsayer Gate. I will open it for you and meet you inside. You have been here more recently than me. Lead on, Spellbinder.
Spellbinder, I see you bested my guards. But as you see, it was not enough to free your friends.
Zorak, can't you see the Shadow Queen has no love for us? She's turning Mantis against Mantis.
Despot Zorak to you, nameless political dissident? Guards, make an example of them. Bring their remains to me in the dungeons.
And now there's nothing to stop you from chasing Despot Zorak down into the dungeons.
Wizard, we are watching your victories. Be aware that one of Morganth's warlords is skulking about, the Dreadbear Baylor. Baylor hails from Avalon, but he studied with the battle wizards of Dragonspire and is protected by Draconian-forged armor. Further, since the repair of Eclipse Tower and defeat of Ghost Dog, Morganth has empowered her warlords with shadow magic.
What is left of the Spellbinder? No! It cannot be! How could you have bested my guards? I am the lone locust of the apocalypse!
Zorak, you are nothing.
You are right. I surrender. Here is the key to the dungeons. Don't bite my head off!
I'll bite your head off and place it on a stake! But first, Spellbinder, we fight. This will be a joy. With the scent of hot blood and the sound of screams! By the shadow, it cannot be. The day is yours, but know that we shall meet again for the reckoning.
Spellbinder, I cannot believe you won that battle. I owe you a great deal, it seems.
We are both in your debt, but let us shed this place and return to friendly faces. Zorak can stay here for now.
Word of your victory over Despot Zorak and Warlord Baelor has spread like pollen over the city. An uprising is in the wind. Mantis fights Mantis, and sister battles sister, as more and more join the fifth column. There will be blood, but we have hope. The good Mantises can follow the starlight out of the shadow, but you must study a brighter light to face the Shadow Queen. To be truthful, I thought the Solar Arc was a myth, but you have shown me many impossible things, so I delved into the archives. The chronicles say, before approaching the Solar Arc, one must meditate at the three fountains of the land. However, Baelor had the fountains turned off. Speak to Nadeza, for she knows how to restore them. I will research more.
Spellbinder, the fifth column continues to make great progress, though the Loyalist resistance is strong. Ezekiel sent you. Zelda and I were just discussing him. We think he should replace Zorak on the Troika Council. You wish to restore the fountains of the land. Baelor ordered them shut off as another sign of our objection. Zelda the Phantom Knight knows more about how to restore them. Ask her.
Greetings, Spellbinder. Nadeza and I have become critical leaders in the rebellion. I'm not sure I should thank you, but at least it keeps things interesting. You need to restore the fountains of the land. The first is the Walking Flower Fount, devoted to the growing season. I believe Warlord Baelor had the Night Feeders remove the fountain's gears. If you challenge the Night Feeders, I'm sure they will give up the gears. Then you can restore the Walking Flower Fount.
You manage to find a panel that opens to reveal simple but cunning gears and levers. You delicately replace the gears, and voila! You meditate on the movements and rotations, symbolizing life and vibrancy, and it makes you feel invigorated.
I'm glad to hear you were successful. The charred leaf fount represents the dying time. Leaves dry and crumble and turn to ash. Much like the dreams of the Shadow Queen, yes? I'm sure you can rekindle the eternal flame with an ounce of your magic. The trick will be to lead an offensive against the raptorial sentries to drive them back so they don't interfere with you.
You meditate upon the flame for a time, feeling much of your anxiety burn away. You take a handful of charred leaves for luck. You conjure up a wisp of mana, and it gets sucked up greedily by the fountain. A moment later, it bursts into a small flame.
Did it work? Ah, yes. I can sense the smoky aura around you. The third of the sacred fountains is known as the Black Roller Fount. However, I have no idea how to empower it. Fortunately, one of our allies in the fifth column moved into the Tower of Pale Beauty after you ousted Drepa Hooktip. Find Simone Randomwing and ask her about the Black Roller Fount.
Spellbinder. I was hoping I would get the chance to meet you. I have heard much of your comings and goings, the wondrous things you must have seen over your journey. Amazing. But I realize you have little time. You need to empower the Black Roller Fount? Why, certainly. Take this miniature sand devil and release it in the Fount's bowl. After the restoration is complete, inform Ezekiel. You are preparing for the Conda Desert. Once you enter those bad lands, search for my sister, Logan's Spiral Glider. She will aid you.
You release the little sand devil into the polished stone bowl, and it immediately kicks up a miniature twister of a storm. You meditate on the frenetic energy and the powerful forces writ small, and reflect upon how chaos is needed to change the world.
I heard you restored all 3 fountains of the land. While you were attending to the founts, I was researching more of the ancient chronicles. They imply once the lands of Mantis and Burrower are renewed and the sun's light made manifest, only then will the way through shadow be revealed. Although one could translate renew as bridge. To be safe, Nadeza, Zelda, and I want you to go back to Bastion. Tell Zaltana we want her to be the official ambassador from Zatake Zengziyun to Bastion. Give her this badge.
Spellbinder? I did not expect to see you so soon. How fare things in my homeland? The news you bring is bittersweet, but still full of hope. I am pleased Zarozinia helped you oust the Shadow Queen's warlord. Zarozinia will be a good ally to the Troika Council, and with luck they will re-establish control over the city soon. Now, why have you returned? To promote me to ambassador? Thank you for the honor, I think. King Piet should hear of your progress. Report to him before you return to Ezekiel the Lucent in the city of Sardonyx.
Spellbinder, we had not heard word for some time now, and we were growing concerned. How do you fare? The city of Sardonyx is in revolt? I never imagined I would see this day. And thank you for building this bridge between us. You will return immediately. However, I am sending an ally to guide you through the alien ways of the Hopper tribes. Divin Whiteheart was worried about you, and wanted to make sure he could help you in your final struggles against the Shadow.
I am ready to see the edge of the world.
Were you successful? Good. Oh, who is this?
Greetings, friend Mantis. I am Divin Whiteheart, sworn sword of King Piet Morningsword of Bastion.
You are prepared for the Conda Desert, a harsh and tormented land still very much in the grip of the Shadow Queen. Heed the words of the priestess Simone and search for the moth, Logan's Spiral Glider in the House of the Saturnid. Good luck to you, Spellbinder, and to you, Sammouse.
Who comes here to the House of the Saturnid? My sister, Simone Randomwing, sent sign to expect you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The desert leads to the spiked jaws of the atramental gate of the Hive, but also spirals away into the deep desert. Somewhere out there is the Valley of the Dark Sun and the Solar Arc. A desert hopper could guide you through that hostile land. Hoppers often raid Camp Arrowweed and Umbra Hall. Search there for Hopper sign. Perhaps you can think like a mouse.
What's that supposed to mean? In any regard, I just hope these hoppers aren't savage meat-eaters, as the tales say. These tracks certainly don't look like mantis feet. Most likely hopper sign. Let's follow them.
Fleshling, you caught. Soon you become food.
Turn, Shadow Spawn, and face the light.
I wither.
I will die another day. Thank you, burrower and burrow mouse friend. These dark sun beasts baited their trap with fouled food and were waiting to ambush me. Time to give ground. If not for you, those brutes would have had my skin. I owe you a life debt.
Can you guide us to the Solar Arc in the Valley of the Dark Sun?
The Solar Arc. That lies in the unknown, deep, deep desert, farther than I've ever hopped. But the Elders know hush-hush lore. Yet I cannot rejoin Sandstone Village until I hunt and catch some comestibles. Can you help? If we strike with bared teeth at the long shadow mantises around Camp Arrowweed, we can hunt and catch their comestibles.
I think I understand, though I don't know what to feel about you wanting to eat Umbra food.
They run from our bared teeth. Hunt and catch as many comestibles as you can carry. We have enough to feed Sandstone Village now.
What are these, comestibles made of? Not some kind of meat, is it?
You are a funny creature, Burrow Knight. Quick, back to Sandstone Village. The path appears to die miserably ahead, but I'll show you the hush-hush way through. We are into the true desert now, where the hoppers live, and other beasts of nasty habits. Razor your eyes to watch. The Sandstone Village. We will die another day, friends. Hoppers are nomadic. We hop through the desert to hide from the fire gaze of the Shadow Queen. We have battled her for generations, since she burned down the Conda forest and turned it into this sandy waste. It is time you met our wise ones, the Elders. Presta the Blazing Wind, Edwin the Arcane Architect, and Saul the One Who Knows.
Ah, a spellbinder. Young Balthy says you do not hop in the shadow.
We battle the shadow with every breath.
Be quiet, calm, burrower friend. There was no intention to boil your blood, but the Shadow Queen has strange allies in these dark days. Harpers know her moves by the motion of the hive. He was quite calm for many months, but now is buzz more than in memory.
Greetings, Spellbinder. They say the Shadow Queen was once a Spellbinder. A wizard.
The Spellbinder is the Lightbringer. Nothing like the Shadow Queen.
As you say, the astral relics were built 1,000 years ago, when the world was newborn and blind. The Shadow Queen came to the Conda forest to steal the secrets of the solar arc, for the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. Do you have the heart fire to learn its secrets and triumph over her? What will the world look like if you fall?
Spellbinder, we are Saul, the One Who Knows. We learned burrow speak long ago and helped teach the others. Oh, you already speak, Hopper. Beaut. You are good kind. Many seasons ago, Saul saw Highwall Bastion.
You travelled the Starfall Sea and back again.
The Saul made the long hop once. It is how the Saul can speak as you do. The Saul teaches all hoppers sent on the long hop. You met Steed Quicksand? That brightens the day's gloom. And Bothy says his freedom was your work. You have helped us. However, we cannot help a stranger find the solar arc. Thus, you must become one of our tribe. Our ritual drink, Sir Alden, must be fixed before the village opens her arms. Search deep desert to find one hop of horned limes.
Wait, how many horned limes are in a hop?
A short hop will suffice. The Saul minds you to be watchful of thorns.
That's not any more helpful.
Carry up of horned limes to Presta, the Blazing Wind, to fix Sir Alden drink.
The Spellbinder returns. The scent of horned limes came first, and then your faces followed. Sir Alden begins with horned lime, but where does it end? Joshua trees, gnarled, twisted arms, bear seeds golden and fragrant. Joshua trees are rare, but common killers carry seeds for trade. Duel them for their Joshua seeds, Spellbinder.
This sounds very much like my kind of mission. Ki for Bastion!
Maybe try not to shout so much. Once you have the Joshua seeds, bring them all to Edwin the Arcane Architect.
What luck! Joshua seeds, golden and fragrant. Saul, the one who knows, says we must fix Sir Alden drink. It is a true honor, reserved for hoppers coming of age. Sir Alden must have powdered jasper. Saul, the one who knows, can grind the jasper up. The deep desert is home to deathstalkers, who use jasper for decorative bands. Get some, and bring it to Saul, the one who knows.
Let the Saul tribe Barrow speak. Now, it is time for us to make the Sir Alden drink. Drink deep of the Sir Alden. Saul, the one who knows, made enough for two. Barrow Knight, do not be shy.
Oh, by Bastion, I feel like I've been brought back from the dead.
Speak to the elders to accept their head blessings. Presta warns you to be wary of power too easily gotten. The Arachna who took the Shadow Queen's side without thought are lost in darkness. Take my warning as your head blessing.
The legends that grow behind you are vast. Edwin the Arcane Architect hopes they do not stack up your confidence too high. That said and heard, you have done bright work in restoring the Eclipse Tower and Radiance Reborn. If you also restore the Solar Ark to the people, it would be a day of joy, and I would believe we would die another day.
Saul, the one who knows, welcomes you into Hopper tribe. Saul, the one who knows, groks the Solar Ark. The Heliotrope key must be had to open it. It is a powerful, mystical, hidden key. The key is in a hush-hush place. Listen close. Bloodstone Cave. Last we checked, Bloodstone Cave was empty.
It's not going to be empty, is it? Look, I knew it wasn't going to be empty.
Salt blood comes through door. Gut and smoke for later.
Ah, cannibal mice! Ki! If we are lucky, they won't have found it yet.
You search the Bloodstone Cave carefully. Aha! Under a loose rock, you find the sparkling heliotrope key.
Ah, the heliotrope key. Beaut. Someone was living in Bloodstone Cave. Not so good. Listen, the Spellbinder was led to the Solar Ark by the Spider Magi. For where the sun is brightest, the shadows are darkest. Once she grokked all there was, she burned down the Conda Forest and sealed off the Solar Ark. The Solar Ark lies in a hush-hush pass, the Valley of the Dark Sun. But the deep desert is too dangerous for hoppers. The Order of the Beast Tribes grok it well. You must find the tribal barbarians and convince them to help you.
Those were the cannibal mice that just tried to eat us.
No, not cannibals. They don't eat each other, just everything else. A great shame, you folk. Do your best, try not to be eaten.
I don't know how well this is going to go over. Do they look hungry to you?
Shortblood, you want our help? We give you teeth.
Find her at Big Water. This doesn't look good at all. The water appears putrid. It smells worse. I can't see how even those barbarians drink here. Let's search for sign. Aha! Tracks lead off that way. After them. The tracks lead into that tent. The biggest one, of course. I hope they're friendly.
Kamate! Kamate! Kaora! Kaora! Who dares the sharp teeth of Queen Jedi? I sniffed your sweat stench from 100 paces. I'll cut you into bug food. conquered by a spellslinger and a tame mouse. Take me out beneath the dark sun sky, away from the place of my defeat. Why do you still harrow me, foul spellslingers?
Spellbinders. Spellbinder.
You beg the help of Sonya Jedi, Queen of the Orders of the Beast? We are fierce as fire beetles, as dragons, as tigrons. We will never serve you. But you are capable. We would trade a favor for a favor. The big water hole is poisoned by a creeping water bug. Show him sharp teeth and chase him out to save Big Water.
Tender meat.
Why is everyone so focused on food in these parts?
I think you broke my rostrum.
Were you chased out by the creeping water bug?
Not in the least. Big Water is yours again.
I grow light-hearted by your victory over the creeping water bug. Big Water is ours again, but the foul stench remains. There is one more task to finish before I owe my favor. Go to Treebeard Cave and round up some desert aloe.
Let me guess. The Treebeards are as friendly and joyful as you, yes?
Once you have rounded up the desert aloe from the desiccated Treebeards, use it to purify Big Water.
Come with spells of fire and ice. Biting, scratching, hacking, burning. Splinter and return to the sand.
I am wide-eyed by your competence. With big water lush once more, my people have clean drinking water. The dark sun shines upon us. A favor for a favor, as we blood vowed. My people will still bear their teeth, but we owe you the knowledge you seek.
Her people will probably still try to eat us.
The Valley of the Dark Sun is not far, but the whirling sand devils block the path. They can tear the flesh from your bones. But give the sand devils this, my token, and they will part for you.
As you approach the sand devils, the wind picks up. It slashes at your eyes and face and catches in your clothes. You hold up the token Queen Sonia Jedi gave you, pushing against the wind. Slowly, almost grudgingly, the sand devils vanish.
We made it! By Bastion, we made it! The journey has been long and fraught with peril, but it has been my honor to walk this far with you. Or hop, if you like. The Solar Ark is a place for spellbinders, however, not humble knights like myself. Venture forth and learn what you must know. Wherever the path takes you, know that we are fast friends. Forever. Good luck, spellbinder.
As you enter this ancient structure, you feel your skin tingle and your breath feels light. Suddenly, you see a familiar face before you.
Greetings, Wizard. It is my esteemed honor to speak with you in this place of power. The Solar Ark is the last great relic of astral magic in Khrysalis, and the last to still languish under the shadow. Each school of magic is represented here, and you must acquire a lens from each to complete the Solar Ark. Begin by entering the Chamber of the Sunstorm. and winning the Storm Lens.
I will rattle your bones with the thunder and burn your flesh with the lightning! You did not flinch from the crack of thunder, nor the flash of lightning! Oh, the last wizard to come here did not pause either. Perhaps you will meet her! Your reward is the Storm Lens!
You take the Storm Lens and place it in the apparatus. There is a clank of heavy metal and a rocking and rolling of gears.
The sun beats at the heart of the spiral, driving the clouds of storm whose shadows race along the ground. Morganth raced ahead of the light, plunging into darkness without a guide. The Chamber of Life-Giving Sun is next. You must gain the Life Lens. Prepare your mind.
Wizard, it has been a lifetime since another worthy one stepped foot in these halls. The solar arc has been too long dormant. I am pleased you wish to resuscitate it. It will bring more travelers here. My gift, then, the Life Lens.
You take the Life Lens and place it in the apparatus. There is a heavy clank of metal and a whirring of gears.
Not all of the Guardian creatures require a battle, and not all are necessarily what they seem. The Life School does symbolize healing and warmth, but it also represents the predatory side of nature. Fire is the next school you must negotiate with. Enter the Chamber of Sunfire and face heat and light made manifest.
The sun's fire has too long been shackled and dimmed by shadow. But if you are to be a champion of sun, I must test your mettle. Defend yourself, wizard, or be reduced to ash! Skilled, wizard. 'Twas my duty to ensure you had enough strength to reach the Shadow Palace. Take the fire lens with my blessing.
Luckily, the fire lens doesn't seem scorched. You put it in place and hear the expected clank of metal and whirring gears.
sun and fire are deeply intertwined, of course. But all magic touches one another, even shadow. Especially shadow, which ties them all together. Morganth's focus at Ravenwood was the Death School. She excelled, though she never surpassed her teacher, Marister Drake. When she was expelled from Ravenwood, she sought any and all forms of magic she could study. But she was always fascinated by death. Enter the chamber of the Underworld Sun and retrieve the Death Lens.
Wizard, why does my form surprise you? It is true, there are few of my kind among the spiral, and even less now. Such is the power of death, a natural, a vital part of the spiral. If things did not die, how could anything new be born? The chamber of the Underworld Sun is a place of power. It is here the Shadow Queen learned about the Lords of Night. And here she learned how the Black Sun priestesses could bring Malistaire out of the underworld and the power of Xibalba. There is little I can teach you, but take this Death Lens and use it to advance your knowledge of sun and shadow.
You take the Death Lens gingerly and restore it to its place.
As I surmised, this is where Morganth learned to build her weapon. The cold winter's sun can be a welcome sight or a deceptive trap. It can be blindingly beautiful, glinting on ice and snow. Or it can trap you in a world of heartbreak and frozen spirits. Enter the chamber of the frozen sun for the Ice Lens.
Wizard, the wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. I can't keep it in. The spiral knows I've tried. I don't care what you're gonna say. I'ma let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. funny how some distance makes everything seem small. This ice lens... Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go.
The ice lens is freezing cold. You wipe off a thin sheet of frost and place it in the apparatus.
Most harmonious work, Wizard. The old stories give Myth School much of its power. The mythic sun is a far-seeing eye, able to see the truth in these tales. Enter the eye of the sun chamber and gain the myth lens.
Jambo, mighty wizard. When this solar ark was built 1,000 years ago, it was intended for burrower and arachna alike. The burrowers were drawn to the astral relics, while the arachna huddled in their hive and listened to dark whispers. The burrowers held the astral relics for so long they assumed they were the natural and eternal owners, until they were displaced. But in truth, any student of magic is welcome here. It is a shame no one has studied here in so long. Perhaps you can fix this. Please, take the myth lens from me and use it wisely.
You take the myth lens and place it in the apparatus. The motion of the machine is getting louder.
The myth lens. Your task is nearly complete. The final lens you require is the balance lens. Enter the Chamber of Solar Justice and recover the balance lens.
Wizard, this is balance. This is the light of judgment. This is the gateway. Take balance lens. Activate solar arc. Enter shadow.
You take the balance lens and place it in the apparatus. There is a heavy clank of metal and a whirring of gears. And then the whole building shakes with a great roar, and you feel power coursing through the walls and floor.
You have done well, Wizard. By activating the solar arc, you have created a portal to the last school, shadow magic. Enter the Chamber of the Sun's shadow and find the guardian of this place. You will need her to complete the restoration.
trapped in the Shadow Queen's web, languishing in pain and forced to follow her instructions. You are far from the sun's light, wizard. You shall be trapped, cold, weak in the shadow evermore. The Shadow Queen! My punishment will be terrible!
Spellbinder, if you do one good thing, take our mistress, Elana Darksun, back into the sun. Do it before the Shadow Queen's minions arrive!
Too late!
Too late indeed. The Shadow Queen welcomes you, wizard, to the Solar Ark, a fitting tomb for you and your broken dreams. I am Santa Muerte, and I will weep bloody tears in your memory.
This cannot be! My deck is scattered and my feathers are broken! I must flee to stand on one leg in shame.
Please, Spellbinder, help me see the sun. The sun's light has burned away my fears and weakness. I feel my strength returning.
A hard-fought battle, wizard, but the reward is great. You have restored the Solar Ark and rescued the relic's guardian from the web of shadow. Speak to Ilana Darksun now to see how she fares.
Morganth broke this place of purpose when the Spider Magi brought her here. Shadow magic was not to be touched, but they did not care. By using sun magic to open the path to shadow, Morganth inadvertently taught me much, and now it is my place to train you. The second type of shadow magic is the art of summoning shadow creatures. When summoned, each kind will respond in its own way. Shadow creatures aid you as they gather their strength. Then, when the time is right, they unleash their magic at your foes. There are many kinds of shadow creatures, of course, but I will start by teaching you the one I think is most suited to you. My thanks to you, Spellbinder. You have walked in shadow and back again, tethered by your spirit of light. Your path now goes straight through the Atramental Gate and into the mouth of the Hive. The Emperor will show you your way. Be wary, for the heart of shadow beats throughout the Hive, but that is the only route to reach the Shadow Palace.
Your command of all magic is daunting, wizard. Use these new techniques wisely. The Hive is the heart, mind, and soul of the Arachna Kingdom. It is a place of dark magic and cruel poison. It is not the place for your friend Divin Whiteheart. His courage is without measure, but this is a task for wizards, yes? Use this portal to take you to the Atramental Gate. Diego is waiting for you. And I will ensure Divin Whiteheart returns to Bastion to continue his good work there. Be safe, wizard.
I can see the weight of the spiral weighs heavily upon you. Take heart. You are stronger than you suspect. The Hive is a dark and twisted maze. Shrines to pain and cruelty, and estates built on the blood and tears of the weak. I do not like to call a culture evil, but there is little good or kind in this spider Arachna. The darkness is so strong, however, that we of the Council of Light cannot follow you in. You must walk this path without us. Head through the Atramental Gate and search for a road to the Shadow Palace. Defeat the guards and find one who can help you.